Welcome back to our channel, where we're about to unravel the hidden mechanisms behind project breakdown with a deep dive into work breakdown structures. At the heart of this process lies a powerful tool, the work breakdown structure, or WBS. But what exactly is a WBS, and why is it so essential? Let's explore some practical examples of how it can be applied to various scenarios. That's where the power of a work breakdown structure comes into play. First, break down the overall campaign into major phases such as market research, advertising, public relations, and event planning, which organizes tasks in a top-down manner. This structure is perfect for large, complex projects where breaking down tasks into smaller components is crucial. Another approach is the iterative breakdown structure. Let's see how these concepts can be applied in real-world scenarios. Using the hierarchical approach, you can break down the wedding planning process into major phases such as choosing a date and venue, arranging catering and entertainment, and sending out invitations. By mastering these techniques and understanding the different breakdown structures, you'll be well on your way to successful project management. You'll also learn about the different types of WBS and how to determine the appropriate one for your project. Plus, we'll walk you through the actual process of building a WBS using the free template provided. We think you'll find the tips and best practices shared in the video extremely valuable. And who knows, you might just discover something you hadn't considered before. Don't miss out on this opportunity to expand your knowledge and improve your project management skills. Click on the link below to access the recommended video and happy learning. Each phase can be further broken down into specific tasks and subtasks, creating a comprehensive work breakdown structure. For instance, the task of arranging catering can be broken down into subtasks like selecting a caterer, finalizing the menu, and arranging for delivery. This level of detail allows for better planning and execution, ensuring that every aspect of the wedding is taken care of. By understanding how to use these tools, you'll be equipped to tackle complex projects with ease, which is particularly useful for projects with evolving requirements. As the project progresses, the development team can break down the project into smaller iterations or sprints, each focused on specific features or modules. This allows for flexibility and adaptability as the team can refine requirements and incorporate feedback from previous sprints into subsequent ones. For example, during the initial sprint, the team may focus on developing the core functionality of the app. In the next sprint, they can work on incorporating user feedback and adding new features based on their top priority. This structure allows for flexibility and adaptation based on new information or changing priorities. For instance, during software development, the iterative breakdown structure enables teams to break down features into smaller chunks, get ready to dive deeper, and uncover even more insights, allowing for continuous improvement and refinement throughout the development cycle. Then further decompose each phase into smaller, more manageable tasks like creating marketing materials, securing media partnerships, and coordinating with vendors. This involves breaking down a large task into smaller, more manageable subtasks. For example, if your project is to organize an event, you can decompose it into subtasks like securing a venue, arranging catering, and planning logistics. The second technique is the analogy technique, which uses previous projects or similar tasks as a basis for creating a work breakdown structure. By analyzing past projects, you can identify common tasks and decompose them accordingly, streamlining the process for the current project. For instance, if you've previously organized several events, you can use the work breakdown structure from one of those events to organize the next one more efficiently. Lastly, the third technique is the top-down approach, which starts with the main project goal and breaks it down into major phases and tasks. This approach is particularly useful for large, complex projects where a structured and systematic breakdown is essential. For instance, when launching a new product, you can use the top-down approach to break down the process into phases like product development, marketing, and distribution. By breaking it down in this manner, you gain a clear roadmap of the entire process, ensuring that nothing falls through the cracks. Next, let's look at a scenario in the engineering world. Imagine you're part of a team designing a complex mechanical system. A work breakdown structure can help you tackle this challenge efficiently. Start by breaking down the system into its main components, such as the electrical system, hydraulic system, and mechanical assembly. Each component can then be further broken down into subcomponents and tasks like designing circuit boards, assembling actuators, and testing the overall system. With AWBS in place, you can assign tasks to team members, set deadlines, and monitor progress effectively, ensuring that the project stays on track and within budget. Whether you're working on a marketing campaign, an engineering project, or anything in between, AWBS is a versatile tool that can be applied to virtually any endeavor. Now let us delve deeper into the key elements and techniques involved in creating an effective work breakdown structure. Get ready to learn how to break down complex tasks systematically and efficiently. Incorporating a work breakdown structure into your workflow can be a game changer. So let's see how it can transform your approach to project management. In simple terms, a work breakdown structure is like a detailed recipe for your project. It breaks down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks, making it easier to plan, execute, and monitor progress. By breaking down a large project into smaller components, you can allocate resources efficiently, set realistic timelines, and track performance effectively. If you're ready to unlock the secrets of successful project management, let's get started. In today's fast-paced world, effectively managing projects is crucial for success in any field. Now, you might be wondering how this seemingly simple concept can lead to improved project outcomes. Well, let me tell you, a well-crafted WBS can significantly enhance your project management capabilities. Let's take a look at some ways in which a work breakdown structure can revolutionize your workflow. Firstly, AWBS promotes clarity and focus. By breaking down your project into smaller tasks, you gain a clear understanding of the scope and requirements of each component. This clarity helps you and your team stay focused on the immediate objectives, leading to more efficient progress. Secondly, a work breakdown structure facilitates better planning and scheduling. When you have a comprehensive WBS, you can estimate the time, resources, and budget required for each task more accurately. This allows you to develop a realistic project plan, allocate resources effectively, and identify potential roadblocks in advance. Additionally, AWBS simplifies risk management. By breaking down your project into smaller parts, you can assess risks associated with each component individually. This modular approach makes it easier to develop mitigation strategies and contingency plans, reducing the impact of potential setbacks. Moreover, AWBS enhances communication and collaboration. When all stakeholders have a clear understanding of the project's breakdown, it becomes easier to communicate progress, share information, and collaborate effectively. This transparency fosters better relationships among team members, clients, and other stakeholders. Now that you understand the numerous benefits of using AWBS, picture this. You're tasked with organizing a large-scale marketing campaign for a new product launch. Where do you even start? From marketing campaigns to engineering projects, first up, let's discuss the main types of breakdown structures commonly used in project management. One widely used approach is the hierarchical breakdown structure. Next, let's explore the three primary techniques used to create a work breakdown structure. The first technique is decomposition. Now that you're familiar with the different breakdown structures and techniques, let's take the example of planning a wedding to illustrate the application of breakdown techniques. Another scenario where breakdown techniques are invaluable is in software development. Consider the task of developing a mobile application. Using the iterative approach, as you can see, breakdown techniques are applicable across various domains, enabling you to manage complex projects effectively. We've covered quite a bit of ground so far, but there's still more to explore in the world of breakdown structures. We highly recommend checking out the recommended video. It covers the definition, purpose, advantages, disadvantages, and steps of creating a work breakdown structure.